dive into the annihilated self. And hello, everybody. Good evening. Brooklyn has a poem for us, and I'd love to hear it. And I'd love for you to start us out with it.
Thank you. Like I was saying before, I read this, but it was straight off the printer, and I really didn't know what I wrote. So when I read it, it didn't quite hit me. But now, I know what I wrote. I know why I wrote it and what I wrote. Um, See, when ego would come to me, thoughts would come to me, I would say, "You're not who I am. You're not who I am." But I decided to look at it differently and forgive it. And that's the poem I wrote. I wrote, Did I dream before of love forgotten, so lost in roles, grace filtered through? I don't listen alone to echoes fear. In vision, it is only that non-forgiven. No one slaps my wrists other than the hands of habit outstretched for more. Forgive withdrawal of belief that was into welcome arms of what is. Thank you. Thank you. So I remember, when I wrote it.
That's great. That was beautiful, lovely.
Oh, thank you. I'm so blessed to be able to share with you. You know, I have cartons and cartons and cartons. Yeah, I've been writing since 1964, and I save everything, on paper, and it's I'm glad I got this. I'm glad to be able to share with you. I used to, when I was a little girl, I used to go to my brother's room every time I wrote a poem and knock on his door and say, "Oh, wow," he kept encouraging me, and yeah, and I got some published. John used to publish me when when Miracles Magazine was on course. And I got some published in books that I bought, poetry books that I bought. And I got, when I was younger, I was in my 20s, and I tried to submit them. And I used to get little coasters that rejected me. I should have saved them, yeah. But, it's for those who have ears to hear it, will hear it. Yeah.
Great. I had a poem published when I was 9 years old in the Highlights
Oh,
for Children magazine.
you have it? Do you have it?
No, it's been a
Oh.
long time. It was about St. Patrick's Day and leprechauns and such. I don't remember, but anyway, that was and I had no idea about publishing, so I sent it in like in February, thinking, oh, they'll get it in time for the March for St. Patrick's Day. But no, it came in at about Christmas. And I was like, why a poem about leprechauns at Christmas? But that was yeah, that's it.
I
And
would love if you could remember it.
oh yeah, no, it was just some little silly rhymey thing. I perceive myself. I always thought I was going to be a writer. That's what everybody told me. Oh, you're going to be a writer. You write so well. You should be a writer. Um, I am too lazy to write
No,
like that.
almost done? No, I'm done at 5.
And
I like it to be um I like to talk.
mhm.
And that's probably why I started losing my vision, because if you can't see, it's hard to write. So yeah.
Well,
Brooklyn,
oh,
I love you, but I
I
have
love
to
you too.
beg to differ with you. I don't think it's about those who don't have ears to hear it. I think about those who don't have souls to receive it.
Okay, I'll take it. Thank you, Rika.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of
Thank
times
you.
people just we're not ready. That's the thing,
Yeah, yeah.
that's why people talk about, oh, I read the course and all of a sudden I've read this course 40 times and I've read this lesson every year for the last 30 years, and now today I saw something I never saw before. And that's because I wasn't ready to see that until today. Just like I'm not ready to see something I want to see tomorrow. But it's all still there. It's not like there's some uh you know mystifying, suddenly words are being put into the course. No, they've been there the whole time. But we also change so much as we go along, and our understanding becomes so much clearer. And so uh that's why when people say, oh, I did the course, I did the lessons, and I
I
think,
did that. I did
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah, I did the lessons. Oh, yeah. Well, if you did the lessons, Jesus said you would gain Christ's vision if you actually did the lessons. So, I think, somebody said today, oh, you're supposed to do this 10 minutes in the morning and 10 minutes at night. I don't think I ever did that before. And I've been doing the course for 40 years. Uh, but that's what people do. And it's not because there's anything right or wrong the way you do it. You can't speed it, fast track it. You can't pick it up and say, okay, I'm going to read this today. And at the end of 300, I know people at the end of the 365 days who said, course doesn't work. I did it every day for 365 days and it didn't work. I had a couple of friends that were with a teacher, a very sweet teacher, somebody I really respect a lot. And they were new to the course. And they just thought if they did the lesson every day with this teacher, which they had a program, they paid for it. And every day the teacher would come on and they would do the lesson together. They thought at the end of the 365 days, they would be enlightened. They were
Surprise.
They were
convinced.
like me. They were members of the Skeptic Society.
I guess, because then when they didn't, like what happened, and they got so mad and they were really angry with her. And oh man, and they did some pretty crazy stuff. But when I got to know them, I'm like, and then I went to visit them, and that teacher who lived in a whole nother place came for a conference. And so we went and met up with her, and they actually were able to forgive her uh, for not enlightening them in 365 days. Wouldn't that be wonderful? 1 year and you'd had it. Boom.
Well,
Yeah,
that was their lesson. They learned from doing that they had to give more to it.
yeah,
In the rooms, they say, more will be revealed.
yes, yes, yes. So, and I don't know. They may have. Um, but anyway, Rafi, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I only have a library worth of stuff to share because I've been listening constantly, and the thing that keeps coming back over and over again is there's no such thing as impossible, and the only thing that makes it impossible is that if we believe it's impossible. Here's an example, and I have more to share after it. Um, at a release technique retreat for 3 day teleconference, a man came in a wheelchair. His wife was a releaser. He wasn't, but he couldn't stay home alone. He had to be tended to, so she had to bring him along. And Larry Crane, the guy who was running it, looked at it and said, "What's the story here?" He said, "Well, I've been in a wheelchair for 17 years now." And he said, "How come?" He said, "Well, the doctor told me that I had something, something, something." And he worked with him for about 15 minutes. And the man stood up and started to walk, and he was never had to go in a wheelchair ever again. He said, when the doctor told you that, you believed it and you factored it in, and it became a fact for you. He said, and then how many times have we heard Dove tell us that in the middle of the word belief is the word lie? So and I looked at all of that and I thought, okay, everything is here is serving us perfectly. This is my picture. If there's something going on in me, I can do two things about it. I can not react to it at all. Or if I do react to it, then it shows that there's something that's going on in me that needs correction. Now, how many times have we heard that? Million, million and a half? But I have to keep reminding myself of it all the time. And then, when I look around, then the trap comes in, is that the stream gets so good, everything is rolling along beautifully, and your ego is saying, well, you don't need to do this stuff anymore. Look how good everything is. That's the trap. Stay focused on my purpose. My purpose is to wake up from this dream. My purpose is self-realization, freedom, whatever you want to call it. And whatever goes on is fine. Thank you very much. Very grateful for all I have, all this money and all this health and all these loving relationships. Blah, 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 blah. It's all very nice. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Stay focused on my purpose. And when I do that, then I start to notice, like a friend of mine has been having trouble, terrible gastric trouble for about a week and a half now. I mean, it's just been dreadful. And he called a doctor and the doctor said, I think what you need is a colonoscopy. As soon as he heard that, all of a sudden he felt better. Because he didn't want to do that. He said, all of a sudden, things just, it's funny because the last day and a half now since the doctor said he wanted to make that appointment. And I didn't want to say it. I said, well, that's good. I'm glad you're feeling better. But it's just a simple thing. He let go of believing that he had this terrible gastric problem. When he heard that, I have to go for a colonoscopy, I don't want to do that. All of a sudden, the problem cleared up.
That's hilarious.
Okay, so there's a million examples that are being shown to us all the time, every minute, if we pay attention to it. And if we surrender to the power and just, go with that flow, then I got a smile on my face and a melody in my heart, and I just keep focusing. If something comes up, then I deal with it. I just wanted to share that. Thanks.
Thank you, Rafi. Yes. Yes. And what's even making it worse now, if it could, be worse, of course. Of course, I grew up with my hypochondriac grandmother and mother and everybody had, if you had it, but my gallbladder went bad or I got a kidney stone or arthritis. So that's the big one. Arthritis is the big one. And I have, all that stuff going on. Things wear out, that's, it's mechanical equipment. But anyway, now though, we have the internet and you can, I have something's wrong with my tummy. I had terrible, last night, I was up all night with all this terrible, gas problem, stomach problem, whatever. Like, what is wrong with me? Something really bad has happened. Yesterday, I had ordered from Amazon these Welch's fruit snacks, sugar-free, right? Welch's sugar-free fruit snacks. And, like they're in a little package, and I ate about half of them. And, I got like 6 packages and I ate about half of one little package. I'm like, oh my gosh, sugar-free. I went and looked. Oh, it's got this, what was it? Something methyl something that for a sweetener that's some kind of alcohol sugar. And I looked it up and it's like, oh, if you're sensitive, this will give you all this stuff. It's that stupid fruit snacks. Well, I'm trying to improve myself by eating sugar-free stuff, thinking that's going to make me better, but all it does is keep me up all night being sick. And but if I didn't have the internet, I would have been mystified. I'd have thought, I ate something or something went bad, or maybe it was the mayonnaise, or I don't know. But also I could look and say, and it could say, you have colitis, ulcerative colitis. I have ulcerative colitis. Oh my goodness. I had better call the doctor quick. That's what Karen says. I am a body. I am sick. Someone call the doctor quick. Oh gosh. Anyhow, yeah, Brooklyn.
It's a thought. Death is a thought. This picture is a thought. It's all just thoughts.
All just happening. And it's an adventure. My goodness. It's an adventure. Brooklyn, go ahead.
Wow. My latest drama thing is that I was on Facebook and I saw these ortho-fit boots and they looked so wonderful. You know, the traction was excellent. You know, I walk on ice and, you know, blah, 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 blah. And it was half of what Amazon wanted. And I'm going, so, you know, I ordered it. And then, you know, I got a email back saying, you know, when it's shipped, we'll send you a tracking number. And I didn't receive a tracking number. And I reached out to them. And then there was this thing, I looked at their email and it said, if you didn't receive a tracking number, press here. And I go, boop. And the computer went, and I shut the computer off, you know, cleaned it, ran a malware thing. And then I went to AI and I asked about it, and they said, oh, they're a fraud.
Yeah.
Yeah. So fortunately, I called my bank and I didn't receive anything from them. And people who was, I read the reviews, people who received things from them, they weren't those nice, cushy boots. They were plastic, you know. So, but they gave me a refund. Yeah.
Well, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. No, I don't buy. That's why if I see something on Facebook, I
Yeah.
hate to say it, but if I see something I want, if I look at it and I'll go and buy it on Amazon because I know it doesn't matter. I mean, as much as all
Mm,
that, you know, it's Amazon will make it right if it's not right, and I'll make sure
that's true.
and they will, and you know, because I had that happen to me too. I thought I was buying my husband a mini chainsaw for Christmas. It was really cool and everything. And what I got it was which it actually turned out to be a very cool thing, but I actually got was a chain with like saw blade kind of things on it. So if you're like out in the woods and you need to cut a branch off a tree or something, you could just wrap it around there and do like that and cut the branch. But it was not an electric chainsaw
Mm.
by any means. So it was hand, you know, I but I paid like $42 for it. But I gave it to my daughter. It's in her camping equipment. So there we go. You know, everything
Use
works.
everything. Like Gloria says, and I agree. Use everything.
It all worked. All right, you guys. I love this group. I love you guys so much. It's so wonderful to have you all here with us. Uh, and I see McKaylee's here too. Um, so yeah, they're back doing Forgiveness in Jesus. I'm actually playing Kurt Morrow for Forgiveness in Jesus on the radio right now, which is really, I mean, he was such a brilliant teacher. I was thinking about him today because you know, he had HIV/AIDS, and that's how he passed away. But I'm absolutely certain he was a student of uh, uh, Joel Goldsmith before he found the course, and very, very wonderful teacher. And I'm sure that he did not mind his circumstance in any way at all. Because yeah, how could he? How could you can't seriously? Everything here is such a gift. Everything here is such a gift. I'm so, so, so very grateful. So we are reading The Annihilated Self, and we're in chapter 10, Love, Loving Love. And so we have a soul and we have love who are reading. Who would like to be the soul? I like it doing this way, by the way. Who would like to read for soul?
I'll try it. And you know, I still didn't see the voice therapist I'm supposed to, but if I get out of, you know, whatever, if I can't do it anymore, I'll just pass it on.
Okay, sounds good. All right, then who would like to play the voice of love?
I'll take it.
All right. Rafi and Brooklyn, soul and love.
Now?
Action.
Okay. Love, I have learned how to dissolve most of the demands that ruled my life, letting them change into preferences. But now, even these feel like chains that keep me away from you. Can you speak to me about the process of letting even my preferences fade?
Yes, sweet soul, you are ready to hear what only surrender can understand. Demands are loud and sharp. They cry out, "Give me or I perish." But preferences whisper. They sound gentle, even reasonable. It would be nice if. Yet even the softest change. What? That doesn't seem right. Can you go back?
I think it was just saying like a little, it would be nice if,
If. Okay. Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay. Thank you.
yeah.
Yet even the softest change still binds. The soul often begins its awakening by releasing demand, believing that peace lies in moderation. But peace does not live halfway. It does not barter. It does not say, "I am free so long as the wind is warm or the room is quiet or the words are kind." Freedom arrives even preference bows at the altar of trust.
But if I release even the preference for beauty or quiet or inspiration, won't I become numb, passive? Will I still feel anything at all?
You will feel everything, beloved, but through me. When preference falls away, what remains is not numbness, but spaciousness. Boy, I've experienced that. It is not passivity, but a deeper participation in what is, rather than what is wished for. You will move not from desire, but from resonance, not from preference, but from presence. That is not a loss of joy, but its birth. This is not a loss of joy, but its birth. So come and sit closer to me and let the radiance of my fire warm you, not with heat, but with clarity. You have asked to understand how the subtle change of preference keeps you from the full experience of freedom, and I have waited patiently for the moment when your desire for truth would burn brighter than your desire for comfort. This moment is now. Yes, love. Feel it.
Yes, love, I feel
That's
it.
you.
It's me. Yes, love, I feel it. The old bindings are looser, but not yet gone. I've noticed lately how I shift from wanting something desperately to merely preferring it. But now, even these preferences seem to snag me, coloring the peace I long for.
You are right to notice this and gentle in your gaze. That is good. Many souls punish themselves for having preferences or pretend they have none, which is merely a more sophisticated ego trick. Well, you got that right. You, however, are learning to see through them without needing to wield a sword. Let us deepen your seeing. When you are bound by demands, you are like a caged bird who has forgotten the sky. You say, "I must have this or I cannot rest." That is torment, even when the object of desire appears holy or noble. But when you shift to preferences, you begin to open the door. "I would like this," you say, "but I do not require it for peace." There's a whole thing. I won't get into it. Okay, this is the first breath of liberation. And here's what you're beginning to understand. Shifting your desires from demands to preferences opens the door, but your preferences block you from leaving the cage.
They block me from leaving the cage, even though the door is open. Then preferences are not wrong, but my desire to remain caged is.
No, child, preferences are simply subtler veils, finer threads that still cast shadows. Imagine a window just barely smudged. The light comes in, but it's still refracted by the film. Preferences are like that. And the more you cling to them, the more they begin to harden again into demands. You must move from demands to preferences as quickly as possible. But once there, do not pitch your tent. Rest a while, yes, but only long enough to release even the last soft string. But when you prefer nothing but love, all other preferences fall away from your mind.
Those words strike something deep within me. I feel the truth of them, and yet I don't know how to live them. I have so many small longings still, little desires that seem harmless. A warm room, a kind word, a moment of silence. They all have to be surrendered as well, yes?
Not surrendered, but sent through. If they come, you smile. If they don't, you smile the same. That's the test. Can you smile no matter what enters your mind? The soul that prefers only love does not scorn the warm room, not refuse the kind word. It simply does not need them to know who or what it is. This soul is no longer made of grasping, it is made of yielding.
Then how do I come to prefer only love? Is there a method?
No method, just honesty, just willingness, a quiet watching. Each time a preference arises, notice it. Hold it in your open palm. Say, ah, yes, I see you. I might even enjoy you, but you are not who I am. And then release it into the flame of me. Over and over, every moment, a liturgy of letting go.
It sounds so simple, and yet I resist. Part of me still clings to the illusion that if I let go of everything, I'll have nothing.
Of course, that's the great lie. That love is a subtraction, that surrender is a loss. But hear this, when you release all but love, you gain the whole. The soul that clutches 1,000 preferences also clutches all the shadows your mind has ever held. But the soul that releases all shadows becomes the lamp itself.
Then this is not just about desires, but identity.
Yes, every preference is a thread in the tapestry of the false self. I am the one who likes this. I am the one who avoids this. Even your idea of being spiritual or awakened can become such a thread. But when you prefer nothing but love, you cease to be a tapestry at all. You become the space in which all threads arise and dissolve. And from that space, you love without condition, without measure, without the burden of identity.
Then let me try, love. Let me begin again. In this moment, I release every preference I can name or think of. I release the desire to be understood. I release the longing for ease. I release the image of holiness. I release the need to be right, good, or loved. Let them all fall into you.
You are radiant, dear soul, not because of what you've given up, but because you are remembering what was always true beneath your grasping. Feel now the weightlessness of your soul. And know this, I will give you everything you need, but not always what you prefer.
That, I think, is the miracle.
Indeed. And now go into your day, not as one who is empty, but one who is full. So full of love that there is no longer any room for preference at all. This is how the soul walks in peace. This is how it becomes the mirror.
Love, what about when the world pulls at me again? When preference creeps in like a beggar at the door, dressed as compassion or duty?
Then answer the door gently, say, you may enter, but you may not reign. Let every preference that arises be welcome but unthroned. Oh, I love that. You will find that they are not beggars at all, but old friends coming to say goodbye. They will weep at your feet, and you will bless them and let them go.
But what about the ones that seem noble? The preference for justice, for beauty, for peace. Surely those are acceptable to hold.
No preference is evil, but every preference is small compared to the wholeness I offer. Do not prefer justice over love, or beauty over presence, or peace over surrender. Instead, let love contain them all. Then you will see that the true form of justice is mercy, the true form of beauty is emptiness, and the true form of peace is the end of striving.
And when I forget,
You will forget That too is love's will. If forgetting humbles you, it softens your grip. Then I will come again, not with thunder, but as a whisper reminding you, prefer only love. Each forgetting becomes a deeper remembering.
Then I will not fear my forgetfulness. I will not shame myself for longing. I will simply return again and again until the road disappears and only love remains.
Yes, and that return is not distance traveled, but but veil removed. Each return is really a resting deeper in what has never left. So rest now, and when the world stirs you, go with it. But carry no map, carry no sword, carry no name, just this flame. And let it burn away even the preference to be close to me. For when that is gone, you will see you have never been apart.
Love, what happens when even the longing for you dissolves?
Then the work is finished. The mirror reflects nothing and therefore everything. When the soul prefers only love, even the image of love must fall away. What remains is not preference, not pursuit, but presence. What remains is not the seeker of love, but the being of love itself.
So to prefer only love is not to cling to the feeling of you, but to allow you to be all that is.
Exactly. You do not worship the flame, you become the light. You do not chase the echo, you become the silence from which it comes. You prefer only love when nothing else in the world defines you. Not joy, not sorrow, not accomplishment, not defeat. Love alone is enough.
Then I will not chase peace. I will not plead for union. I will simply live as a love were the only truth.
And that is the truest devotion. When soul becomes so empty that love fills every corner, then nothing more is needed. Not even the need to love remains. The love begins to love through you, as you. Love begins to love through you, as you. No effort, no role, no name, only love. Breathing the word into being with every silent moment.
Like loving through me as me. I like that. I can see that the emptying of self is the only requirement for this experience, since the concept of self is the actual block to my awareness of uncompromising love. I also realize that the self cannot empty the self. In other words, I cannot undo this dream on my own. And even the idea of me seeking to help to dissolve the concept of me is ridiculous. At least I'm able to see the futility of all of this. I can't say I know what to do with it, but I'm starting to realize that I'm lost without you, love.
Oh, dearest soul, this is not failure. It is the beginning of true seeing. You have arrived at the blessed impasse where all effort dissolves and you no longer reach forward. You simply fall back into me. You see now that the self cannot dismantle itself. The you that seeks to surrender itself, the veil, and so you have come to the edge. And that is where grace waits. You see, you are lost without me, but it is I who have always been carrying you. Even your yearning, even your confusion is my whisper in your ear. Come home, fall, let go.
But if seeking is part of the illusion, what am I to do? I feel helpless.
Good. Helplessness is holy when it is not laced with despair. It is the ground of surrender, the empty field in which love plants herself without resistance. Do not try to do anything with your helplessness. Do not polish it into something noble. Just be with it. Let it reveal to you what you are when all pretending stops. You're not meant to climb out of the dream. You are meant to awaken from it.
Then is all I can do nothing at all?
Yeah, precisely. But understand what this nothing is. It's not passivity. It's not resignation. It is the deeper, deep, secret stillness that comes when the soul stops building altars to itself. It is not waiting, it is waking. This nothing is the womb of everything. Wow. From it, love falls without interruption. It speaks, walks, gives, embraces, not because you are trying, but because there is no one left in the way.
Then I will stop pretending. I will stop fixing. I will stop praying to become something else. I will just be.
Yes, dear one, this just be is no small thing. It is the death of illusion. It is the emptying that makes space for me to rise, and I will rise. You will still walk through the world, you will still speak and be spoken to, but none of it will stick. None of it will stain. All will flow through the open vessel of your soul.
But what about service? What about my calling? If there is no me, who is it that serves?
We serve just by showing up. There will still be motion. There will still be grace flowing through hands and feet, but it will not be effort. It will be expression. No more calling, only responding. No more agenda, only attunement. This is not the end of action. It is the beginning of pure action.
I think I've always believed I had to be worthy of you, that if I didn't try hard enough, you wouldn't come.
That is the last illusion to fall. I do not come and go. I am not earned. I am not convinced. I am. And when all the noise quiets, you know this deeply that I have been here all along. There is no distance, only dreaming.
Then why the dream, love? Why all these veils? If you are all, why did I forget?
Forgetfulness is part of the great unfolding. Without it, there can be no return. Without veils, there can be no unveiling. What joy is there in the dawn if not for the night? But now the night is past. You are broken open, not by failure, but by love's insistence that it be all. And in the rooms of the self you thought you were, the radiance begins to rise.
Then let this dream dissolve. Let every image of me fade. Let love love, and let me no longer interfere.
So it shall be. Now walk in the world with lightness. Speak when love speaks. Move when love moves. Prefer only love and watch all preferences bow in reverence. Even your longing now is holy, not because it brings you closer to me, but because it draws your attention toward the intimate, unshakable embrace that could never be interrupted. Let that longing then be the altar upon which you place your true self, and I will receive it with joy. Let that longing be your altar. Let every breath be the incense. Let the temple be this very moment, stripped bare of striving.
And when the world forgets me, when I am no longer recognized or affirmed,
Then rejoice, for you will have been set free. When the world forgets your name, you begin to remember mine. When there is nothing left to reflect back to you, you become the mirror of me. Let not live not to be known, but to know, not to gather, but to give, and not even to give, but to be given, poured out like wine from a cup that is endlessly empty, endlessly full.
then take me, love. Take the whole of me. I have nothing left to keep.
And I receive you now, not as something separate, not as something becoming, but as what you have always been. Love, loving, through you, as you. It is done. This,
Amen.
this is a perfect description of the release technique of the Sedona method. It's amazing. You use different words, but it's exactly what it is.
And it reminds me of the poem I wrote that we have everything has to be forgiven.
Yeah.
Holographic. Oh my gosh, you guys, thank you so much. I don't usually gush about stuff, but man, that was a gusher. That was so beautifully read, and it's just so perfect. Exactly. I could just see Rafi like the glee. And just it's just so beautiful. Anybody have any thoughts? We have some time. I know you have a lot of things, Rafi, but uh unmute yourself if you want to, and say whatever you like.
There's a lady named Kay waving her hand.
Oh, I didn't see it. Okay. Yes, please go ahead. Unmute yourself. Oh my goodness.
I know. I just want to say hi. How are you?
Look at you. Oh my goodness. I have
It's been a while.
Wow. It's so good to see you. Christina.
No, Kathleen.
Kathleen. Okay. It's been that long. Oh my.
I know. I just thought about you, and then I said, I don't know if it's still going on, the meetings, but I wasn't sure if I remember the password, but I did.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
You're in Canada, right? Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
Montreal.
Montreal. Oh my gosh.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you. Well, welcome back. Welcome
You
back.
look beautiful.
As do you. My goodness.
Oh,
I can't believe it.
I know.
I
I
didn't
don't know.
understand.
That's how the Holy Spirit works. He
I
gives you a
guess.
sign, a word, and something.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Kathleen was with us. It's been a couple years ago. It's been a couple years since you've been here. And
I would say like 3 years for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah, for sure. So welcome back. Yeah. Hey, do you have
Still
the
in A Course in Miracles.
okay. Well, if you want, go look at the schedule. You can see we're on all the time now. We have a YouTube channel now. We're doing all kinds of stuff. So yeah,
Oh, wow. Oh,
yeah.
great.
All right. Rafi, please go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to mention that in release technique, they have this course called the Goals and Resistance course. And they say, okay, you set a goal. Now you release all the attachments to it, all the wants, and then underneath it, all the subconscious aversions to it until you get to the point where there is no I want, there's no I don't want. You're completely hootless about the outcome. And that means that all desires have left. And it's okay. If you have it, fine. If it's not okay, fine. To be nice if I have it. But my goal is I got to wake up from this dream. And my point was to get rid of all of this negativity, all of this wanting, all of these desires, all of these I don't wants, which is also a desire. So you get to the point where you're at peace, you're quiet about it. And then it'll usually just falls in your lap and you don't really care. Oh yeah, I got all of that money. That's nice. Or I got this job, or I met the dream person of my life, or whatever it is. Or my disease cleared up, or whatever. It's not important. What's important is I got rid of all of that nonsense, all of those negative energies, all of that stuff, all of the desires, until I get to the point where there is only love. And then everything just, remember we said before, there's nothing that's impossible. You let it happen, it'll happen. Meanwhile, can I just wake up? So I just wanted to share that.
I love that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Rafi. And always thank you for sharing your information about courses and things that people can use because it's a wonderful thing. Of course, like we said, it's all holographic, so it's everywhere. And Kathleen, I put the link to the website here in the chat, so you can go over there and look and see the schedule and see where we're on. Brooklyn has her hand up, and then Steve, go ahead, Brooklyn.
When we were reading that, I hear people talk about their bucket list. Like my doctor took her mother to Dubai, and I'm thinking, what would be on my bucket list? And I'm thinking, I would love to go to the Jersey Shore. It's a boardwalk, I was there many, 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 many years ago, and it's a boardwalk. Everything is on it. Everything. It's so. And then I think I looked up how to get there. By train, it would take 3.5 hours. So I said, maybe not, if I just put it out there. If I go, I go. It's okay. But I want the love more than I want Jersey Shore.
Maybe when we come in September. That's
Ooh.
a possibility. Okay, well, yeah, good idea. Jersey Shore, I've never been there, and it sounds fascinating.
Oh, it's so much fun. From what I remember, it was years ago.
Yeah. Well, everything was so much fun years ago. I have more fun now though, because
That's true.
I'm free. I don't have to, I'm not afraid of things as I was when I was younger. So,
But there had this thing, you put your face in something with a different body. It's all
oh
that
yeah,
kind of
sure.
stuff. Yeah, yeah.
How cute. I love it. Thank you. Thank you, Brooklyn. Steve, yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, I grew up and we used to go down to the Jersey. I grew up in Jersey and we used to go down to the shore. And I I know that every time in my life I've had a wonderful vacation or experience. Uh, I recently looked out at a sunset here. It was so bright orange and it was everywhere. Uh, I have had amazing romance feelings. Uh, I've had uh, belief. I've had uh, catches I made in baseball, and I would jump, and I was able to make the catch. And I would have people talk to me, go, "Wow, that was great." The one thing about every one of these experiences is it wasn't out in the sunset that I felt it. It wasn't the feeling it in Jersey Shore. Every single experience of bliss and well-being was an experience of me inside with the joy of life. It was a feel. Not one experience in my life came from outside of me. It all came from within, and that's where the enjoyment happened. And I'm learning to, and I'm becoming more vacating the desiring out there and vacation inside. The greatest vacation spot is inside. So it's a very simple concept. And it's not in the future. Every time I ever had that experience, it wasn't hoping it was going to happen tomorrow. I remember that the last day of school was, I had the whole summer ahead of me, but the feeling was not ahead of me. The feeling of fulfillment and joy has always been in the present, and it's always been inside of me. And that's what I got from the reading. And that's what I get in my life. Very simple.
Thank you, Steve. Yes, everything you just said, hit, 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 hit. It's all right here inside of me. And oh my gosh, yes, you're so right. It's never gone anywhere. It's always been here. And the same that reading, uh man, it did. It is just like it's here right now. It's here right now, all of it. Brooklyn, yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, I agree with you, Steve. we don't have to take a train 3.5 hours or a plane or go through luggage. We can be anywhere we want at any time, just by being and have that feeling, just by being.
I mean,
I'm grateful for that.
I'm grateful for that too. Thank you, Brooklyn. Rafi, yes, please go ahead.
Anything or everything we get in this dream is de facto unsatisfying because we're looking for our fulfillment, our awakening, but the mind doesn't know what it is, so it's looking for it in a dream. If I have more money, if I have this, if I have a house, if I have a better car, blah, 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 blah. But ultimately it's unsatisfying because it's not real and because it is just trying to satisfy a desire. Well, desire is the root of all suffering. And so the more you want, the more you suffer. And when you let go of the wants, then everything, then you realize you are the all. Well, there ain't nothing to want if you're the all. How is there? So that's what I keep reminding myself of that all the time, and it works continually because that's what the reality is. The dream can't satisfy. How can a dream satisfy you? It's like trying to get water out of a mirage. You see, if you're in the desert, you see water and you run to it, you pick it up. Oh, it's sand. Oh, okay. But that's what it is. Oh, I just got this brand new car. 2 or 3 weeks later, gee, maybe I should have got the Porsche instead. That's just the way it works. I just wanted to share that. Thanks.
Thank you, Rafi. And you reminded me of when he's talking about in the reading that I'm the one who's making it up, and then I'm believing that it is ruling over me. I believe that it's telling me what's up. I made it up and it's telling me what's up. It doesn't work that way. Our time is up. I'm going to leave us. I'm actually going to play something. I did send this out to a few people. This is, I love it so much because remember the other day when I was talking about what to give up for Lent? And I said I wanted to give up angry thoughts, and Michaela said the same thing. And I sent this out to a few people, but this is the Pope.
Quote, I am disarmed of the need to be right, to justify myself by judging others, by waging the hardest war, the war against myself. When we remove the prejudices we carry within ourselves and disarm our hearts, we grow in charity, work more closely together, and strengthen our bonds of unity in Christ. In this way, Christian unity also becomes a leaven for peace on earth and reconciliation of all. As Patriarch Athenagoras, a pioneer of the ecumenical movement, stated in a beautiful prayer, I quote, I am disarmed of the need to be right, to justify myself by judging others, by waging the hardest war, the war against myself.
So that's the Pope's message for Lent. Does it sound like he's reading the Course in Miracles?
That is amazing. That
truth
is like
One truth,
exactly.
It
It has nothing to do with the course or the Pope, or the truth is the truth. And you cannot change it, you cannot rearrange it, you cannot do anything. The truth is the truth. That is it.
Lenny, could you send that to me, please?
Sure, yeah.
Thank you.
I'll figure out because I sent it to Facebook and I noticed that you didn't. You do have Facebook though.
Yeah, I'm not on the computer that much.
I'll figure out a way to send it to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
By email, maybe.
Oh, that's a good idea. I can do that.
Thank you.
I just love that though.
That
Yeah.
is beautiful. Yeah, he'd rather be happy.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh. All right, you guys, I love you all.
I love us so much.
Thank you all for being here with us. Thank you, Kathleen, for coming back. Please check out the website and look at the
I'm a
schedule.
little bit late, but better late than never.
Hey, I'll tell you what, you're welcome anytime. Oh, hey, Kathy,
Thank
good to
you.
see you back. Just happy that we're all here together. And of course,
Yes.
prayers for our friend Robert, whom I haven't heard anything really from today. But I did send out the email with his beautiful
Beautiful.
letter. So,
Beautiful.
all right.
Hi, can I say one thing, Lynn? I'm so
Yes, of
sorry
course.
to be late. I thought I had it on time. So it's 5 o'clock my time, and I saw this was 7 o'clock your time.
It's 7 o'clock
So,
Eastern time.
oh, Eastern. Okay.
All,
So I didn't know.
yeah,
They're
all the
all
schedule runs
Eastern.
on Eastern. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I messed up.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's okay. Yeah.
All
Well.
right. I'm getting better.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Get-
I look forward to seeing you anytime you come in. All right,
I
you
sure
guys, I
will.
love you
Thank you.
all. Have a nice evening.
Thank you so much.
And
Big
we'll
you.
hugs.
see you
Bye.